but I guess elicit the call from the referee. I know it's been around since like the 40s, and there's been incidents. I don't know if the NFL or been like, it probably hasn't, but like you see guys like run off a bench and tackle a guy that's breaking for a touchdown. That would elicit a call to like reward a touchdown. So I knew it was there. I didn't know the specifics of what would make them call that, but yeah, interesting. It's understandable that.
That would be the thing. The beauty of that play of the touch push is that even without running a play, you can get a penalty. Like you can half your yardage every time, even without like actually doing, before the snap.
I think you have to look at the situation and understanding that the goal in that situation is to either get the first down or get a touchdown. So whatever helps you to accomplish that goal, whether it's that play or another play. And it seems, I guess, that play has more penalties from whether it's, neutral zone, encroachment, or whatever it may be. But as long as that play still accomplishes the overall goal, I think it's a good play.
Have you watched, I'm sure you studied what the Chiefs defense was able to do with the Bills and their version of the touch push, or their version of the quarterback sneaks in that AFC Championship game. I believe they saw 4 quarterback sneaks. Have you studied what the Chiefs defense did there, and how does that apply to what you guys do?
So I really, a lot of people have asked about the Bills thing. I don't compare what we do to other teams. As long as we go out and execute our job, we usually get the result that we want.
Yeah. Have you guys studied the officiating crew for this Super Bowl yet? Like, have you gone over who those officials are and what you need to know about them?
What do I need to know about them?
I don't know, like their biographical. I know that teams present, biographical info, their experience, maybe like how many flags they've thrown in certain scenarios. Have you guys gone over that?
Yeah, we have. I was just curious what you thought we needed to know.
Yeah,
we've talked about it.
It's a particularly
young.
There's some young officials on the crew, historically speaking.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just curious if you were aware of it.
Oh, I don't really look at their age. Obviously, they become NFL referees for a reason. They're good at their job, and a lot of times, you trust what the referees do. They're throwing flags and everything based on what they see, and I'm not here to argue with anything. Everybody's got a version of their story, so I may think I didn't do something, they may think I did. They're going to throw the flag, and that's the flag. So,
Landon, I was just hoping you could tell me a little bit about Nick Serianni as a man.
What specifically about him? He's a man.
He is a man. What do you take from him as a man, as a coach?
Yeah, I think as a coach, he does a great job of educating guys when it comes to situations and football IQ. And I don't think in the 4 years I've been here there isn't a situation that we haven't gone over where we wouldn't know what to do, and that's a big part of what he does as a coach is making sure that there's going to be weird things that happen every year. You see it all the time, whether it's in the game, clocking the ball, substitutions for offense to field goals. There's been a lot of instances that you'll see in the NFL, and I think Coach does a great job of educating and talking us through and making sure that if we get in these situations, we know exactly what to do.
And was there a moment, maybe in pre-season training on the field, that you realized this Saquon Barkley guy is going to be quite good for us?
I realized that back in OTAs in the spring. The first time that he came and practiced with us, just watching him move and the way he's able to cut and run.
Was there a specific moment, or is it just the whole time?
Just watching him practice.
Saquon Barkley just told us that he's actually never played the Chiefs before in his career, and he said it's a challenge because he doesn't know what this Chiefs defense is going to bring, but the element of surprise of Saquon Barkley, how much is that an advantage for you guys?
Yeah, I think it can be a big advantage. Obviously, Kansas City has a lot of veteran coaches when it comes to Andy and Spags, a lot of veteran guys on the defense, Chris Jones, guys in their secondary. And, overall, a really complete defense and a really smart team overall. They wouldn't be where they're at today without that. So, I'm sure they've done their due diligence when it comes to, studying Saquon and, other similar running backs in the NFL. And, I think it's always interesting to see a first-time matchup with players or teams overall. And, again, this the 2024 Eagles have never played the 2024 Chiefs. So this is a first-time matchup for all of us.
And Jordan was telling us, kind of joking, that Saquon Barkley blows up your guys' offensive line group chat, that he's always coming with ideas, especially on Friday night. Are you expecting the same this week?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Saquon does a tremendous job of making sure that all of us are kind of on the same page and talking through and understanding, from his perspective, what does he see as a running back, and what are we seeing as an offensive line? What plays does he like? What plays do we like? And making sure that when we go out there that, when we run a play, we know where he wants to kind of push the ball to, and that we can kind of block around that versus, going out there, things are going to change mid-game, and we may make those adjustments to say, hey, this ball needs to, go back farther, get pushed more front side. And, he does a great job of saying, I think it should go here, it's wide open. And we go, we didn't really see that, but all right.
Those are some really long texts then, yes?
I mean, we make them pretty quick and efficient, so it's talking it out through here makes it sound a lot worse than it actually is, because I don't use our words and terminologies in interviews.
Not as formal?
Well, no, if I use those words, the Chiefs would know what they mean, so why would we do that?
We don't want that. Well, Brandon Graham was just telling us, he's been hinting this could be it, but I know he's been saying that for a good bit about his career and the retirement tour, but he talked about the team meeting on Saturday. He said he took some notes of what he's going to say to you guys. What are your expectations for that epic speech, I'm sure?
I mean, I hope it's not his last time. I mean, BG has been such a great thing, not only for, his teammates, his team, but the city of Philadelphia, and being such a tenured guy, and, the mentality that he brings and the mindset every day. I mean, I haven't seen the dude have a bad day in 4 years. So, I mean, he's always a happy dude, always brings good energy, always trying to help out anybody he can. And, he's a guy that serves a huge role on this team, even in these past weeks when he hasn't been practicing. He's always in the building, every meeting, doing everything he can to help his team out. So, I hope this isn't his last one. And, physically, I don't think it has to be his last one. But, again, I got a lot of appreciation for BG and what he's done. And, I hope that, we can go out there Sunday and, end it on a good note if it is his last.